Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But Collective, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I wouldn't trade this for nothing in the world. This has been one hell of a run. We've been on one. We've been doing this almost a whole year strong. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you. I thank you for being here. If you haven't subbed up, it's all love. It's all good. Man, I'm just happy that everybody can feel like they have a place they can come to. And hey, y'all know what it is. But today, got a cool lineup as normal. Spam it up, whatever y'all feelings is. Let me know how y'all day going. Spam it up, man. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
I'm like pretty creeped out right now. Y'all gotta watch this entire video. I'm telling you, this is like, I need y'all to tell me exactly what I'm hearing. So just a quick backstory really quick. I was editing this video where I was cleaning out my son's room and I was getting ready to do like a toy rotation. I had my headphone on and I was just listening to the video and I heard this sound. I didn't hear it at the time. I heard this after the fact in my headphone and I was like, what the hell was that? So I go back and I listen to it again and I'm like, what in the hell? I don't know, y'all, like, and I almost didn't share this video for 2 reasons. One is because, you know, like, I know there are a ton of skeptics out there and I have a bunch of people just be like, oh, it's probably this, probably that. But the second reason being is that we've had like a few small little things happen in this house, just like little things you'd be like, oh, that's creepy. I don't know what that was, but you know, you blow it off. But I typically don't feed into this kind of shit. I just like, you know, just pray about it and move on. But this happening like in my son's bedroom is what creeps me out the most. Like, and the fact that I caught this like on audio video and you can clearly hear it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna play the video for y'all. I'm just gonna put it on and I'm not gonna put it on like as a green screen or anything so I can hear like the actual video, the real audio and everything. So listen closely.
Hi, my name is Fox, and this is all of the news that the Diddy case has been distracting us from this week. Small panic. Every single member from the 23andMe board has resigned because the CEO wants to make it a private entity and they do not agree with what she is about to do. It's Not Real is wanting to declare war on Lebanon. They have started to bomb Syria. And Netanyahu is in New York this week for the UN General Assembly. France has petitioned for an emergency security council meeting over Lebanon and Syria. Earth is going to have 2 moons from September 29th to November 25th. There is a stadium-sized asteroid barreling towards Earth. The only reason we know about this anomaly is because of the James Webb Telescope, and scientists have deemed whatever is barreling towards Earth not necessarily an asteroid because it is quote-unquote not natural. It has come to be released later on this year that earlier this year, there were a few quote-unquote secret meetings between America's and foreign governments when it came to UFOs and UAPs. There was a document that resurfaced saying that plasmoids are forms of higher intelligence and they are the ones that quote-unquote shapeshift themselves to look like UAPs. The document itself is from 1991 and does discuss in depth the plasmoids. CEOs are stepping down left and right. This year is specifically the highest year for CEO resignation, and a lot of people think that it has to do with Diddy. Several Trump rally-goers say that they are experiencing mysterious eye injuries after attending the rally that specifically was the second attempt on Trump's life. 2 people, unfortunately, have lost their lives as South Africa got a shit ton of snow. There are people convinced that the Wayfair scenario is now happening with Etsy. Farms are using virtual reality for their cows so they don't have to put them out in fields. Microsoft bought a nuclear power plant to power AI. And in what may be the twist of the century, new Mozart literally just dropped. There was a German library that had one of his scores that has never been heard before, and they are going to be performing it so that way everybody can hear it, which I think is awesome and weird. There is going to be a strike at our ports, and they did indeed execute Marcellus Williams. There is so much that is going on that if I tried to make each one of those an individual episode, I would be pre-recording for the next 3 weeks. Everybody, please stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah.
Again, tell me a time when all of this type of shit is happening all at once. Now, I told y'all, we're going to get y'all the Diddy situation. We're going to get y'all the shit that they got us distracted from, that they trying to distract us away from. And we also I want to know, and I stand on this, and I'm going to say it again. I said it in the last video. Bro, I want us to stop looking at the rappers and celebrities, and let's look at the damn politicians, bro. Let's look at the congressmen. Let's look at these people who really empower making the world move. Let's look at what the dirt they asses is doing with these kids. That's the shit that I want to know. Because it's like, bro, I could care less about Diddy. I know he's done some wild shit, but let's look at the people who really controlling it. Let's look at them, bro. That's what I say. Let me know if I'm tripping, or if you agree with me. Let me know.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera. It's done. You did it. For as little as what you did it. So you can say you did it.
4.5 hours.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't get everything in. But
You really cut my foot.
Yeah, let me see your foot.
yeah.
You really kind of freaked me out about that.
Yeah, your foot is pretty bad.
Yeah.
For those of you that are just now coming into what was supposed to be this 5-part series that I was creating on TikTok, this is Christina Butler. She was a participant at Mami Manor, and she actually made it all the way through.
Christina, look at me. Look at me.
She was good.
Was that all right? Was that all right for you?
Oh my god.
It was neat.
I will say, you are a tough chick.
Yeah, she is, man, right? You're tough, man.
You're tougher than Spencer.
No, why'd you come back?
I bet you won't be back now.
So Beth was another participant, and she's sitting right next to her, and you could hear her say, she said, why did she come back? This is actually Christina's second time coming to Mami Manor.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, she'll be back. She'll come back. She'll be back.
But I know I ain't gonna talk shit on the thing no more. I know that.
What?
I ain't talking shit no more on the damn reservation anymore. I know that.
Yeah, that wasn't a very
So you're tougher than Spencer, and you're tougher
And I
than
made
Beth. Beth, come here. Where's Beth
longer
at?
than Beth did.
Come here, Beth. Sit down here.
Yeah,
Let's talk
with the
about
majority of you.
that. Sit down, Beth. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
You guys make eye contact.
Make eye contact.
Hold hands.
So you guys, look over here. So, Christina, what do you have to say to Beth?
You're no longer my FaceTime.
How many times did you guys Skype?
Oh
before
my
you
god,
came?
how many times FaceTime? Will you unblock?
So we can clearly see throughout the time that Christina and Beth have both been here, it looks to seem like Christina has lost a lot of hair, either being cut off or just buzzed off, and even some of her eyebrows as well. It looks like that she even has some injuries on her lips.
I don't know, I'm blocking you now.
So how do you feel about Beth just tossed you under? And look at all the hair she's got still. She's got all of her hair left. Oh, what does that mean? How does that make you feel?
Hey, give me the scissors.
Actually, to be honest, I'm out pissed off.
She said she's pissed off.
She did have a full head of hair whenever she started this. Well, again, the second round.
Start screaming right now. Start screaming. Scream.
So he had convinced me that the manor was about to be shut down and it was dying and like nothing was going to work anymore. He convinced me that I needed to go back out to like save the manor.
So first he told his audience that Marissa's about to go through a challenging underwater swim. So now he needs a massive reaction for when she gets out. Desperate to capture it, he ties her down. Needs now to complete the shot is a little bit more movie magic. Now, everyone watching the YouTube video thinks she just came out of the scariest underwater haunted house ever. And because Russ was able to capture such a crazy reaction, his video went viral. At this point, Marissa realizes that this isn't what she agreed to fly to Tennessee for, so she's begging for them to let her go just so she can wipe off her face.
Please,
please, wipe my face, please, somebody. Please, Russ, please.
You got it.
I need you to wipe off my face.
But Russ only cares about one thing, capturing a viral reaction for his video.
Stay there.
Please, please. Please, somebody wipe my face, please.
It's pretty clear that Marissa's over this. She wants to leave, but if Russ lets her go, then his video ends. Completely against her consent, Russ shaved her head.
Let it go. Let it out. Let it go. Let it go.
Getting my head shaved really sucked. Really, really sucked. If I had been in control of that, or if I had done that like for charity, it would have been one thing. But like, I went through that just so he could have like 10 minutes of gratification online again.
But this is where the footage gets really dark.
Hey, some of that I had to take out. Shit like dark web look.
This is a deep dive into the world's most controversial haunted house and why the owner was just arrested for attempted murder. Mami Manor opened in 2017 in Summertown, Tennessee. That's after spending a few years in San Diego, where at least one woman accused them of assault with a deadly weapon. Since then, it's become the subject of numerous documentaries and news articles, including Hulu's Monster Inside, The Art of the Scare, and Netflix's Dark Tourist. The process to even get an appointment is insane. Apparently, there's a wait list of 20,000+ people. 1. You have to be 21 or older, or at least 18 with parents' consent. 2. A completed sports physical and doctor's note. 3. Pass a background check. 4. FaceTime to confirm your identity. 5. Proof of medical insurance. 6. Sign a detailed 40-page waiver with risks such as having your teeth extracted, being tattooed, having fingernails removed, and more. And before you even sign the waiver, you have to be vetted by a private Facebook group where you're given random, disgusting tasks to prove your loyalty. Here's an example posted on the owner's Facebook. Another woman had to film herself dangling by her ankles while eating night crawlers mixed with toothpaste and mustard. The final rule is pass a drug test the day of the challenge and bring a onesie. Admission is free. All you need is a 50-pound bag of dog food, which gets donated to a local animal shelter. And if you survive the 8 to 10 hours of physical and psychological torture, you win $20,000. But no one has, and according to owner Russ Manor, no one ever will. Now, there are thrill seekers who have attempted this challenge more than once, but there are people with horrific stories about Manor crossing the line, and many people want it shut down. Here's a story I found about a Colorado woman named Laura who attempted the challenge in 2016. She was waterboarded, tased, whipped, slapped in the face. At one point, she was also submerged underwater, hanging by her ankles, and blindfolded with duct tape. Then they made her dig a hole with her bare hands and lie in it while they covered her face with dirt. All she had was a straw to breathe through for 30 minutes. Then someone took a file and started scraping at her Mami Manor tattoo, which they had told her to get in the private Facebook group. Laura finally broke down when one of the actors was holding her throat, so she repeated the safe phrase over and over, which is supposed to make them stop. But apparently the actors continued to torture her for several more minutes. Everyone who visits Mami Manor has to film an exit video. And before turning the camera on, Russ apparently told Laura she's not allowed to say what actually happened. She better say good things only, or he'll sue her for $50,000. In 2023, after the Hulu doc premiered, the Tennessee Attorney General started to investigate them. Russ Manor responded by suing the AG and Hulu for $8.4 million. Now let's finally talk about the recent arrest. On July 17th, police responded to McCamey's home about a domestic altercation. The report states that McCamey strangled his girlfriend to the point that she lost consciousness. 2 days after this, McCamey reportedly R-worded the victim and strangled her again until she lost consciousness. McCamey has been charged with attempted second-degree murder, R-word, and domestic assault. He's apparently out on bond right now, because he posted this statement to Facebook yesterday. He said, "I know everyone has a lot of questions concerning all the recent craziness. Always try to do the right thing and simply tell the truth. This is what I always try to do, and hopefully everything will turn out just fine." His lawyer said the charges are fabricated and that the truth will come out. There are many more stories, so let me know if you want a part 2.
They should have been closed that shit down. And the crazy thing is, they let him off the hook by not putting this shit to a stop. They let him off the hook too many times. And what did they expect? Him to get better? Him to not keep going? Him to not do some shit like he did to get locked down? That's crazy. Bro, he looked... Man, whatever, bro. That shit's crazy. And the fact that they said that she's repeating the safety word. so for them to stop and they not stopping, ain't that like a breach of the contract or something? But then he has to turn around and ask her, not even ask, tell her what not to say and what to say at the end of the exit interview, or he gonna sue her. Like as if she breaching the contract. Bro, y'all breaching the contract first. That don't make no sense. That shit sound like a scam. He a con artist, bro. In my opinion. How y'all feel? That's some crazy shit. The clip before that, her face looked swollen. I told you I had to take some of those clips out of there. Some of them I couldn't post. It was like damn near similar to the dark web. I personally wouldn't watch no shit like that. I didn't catch a thrill from it, but I can't go back and unsee it. I've already seen it now. So yeah, and I took one for the team, y'all. I took it so that some people didn't get a trigger warning. Like I didn't want people to be triggered by that. So I had to watch it in order to know what can be edited out and what can make it so that the world can see it. But man, let me know, collective. Any extra information y'all know, spam it up.
This is newly leaked footage from inside of McCamey Manor. Which, as you guys know, a couple years ago, McCamey Manor was the most extreme haunted house you could go to, where you have to sign over a 100-page document in order to have the chance to win $10,000. Now, for me, $10,000 isn't enough to be pretty much waterboarded and brought to the brink of death. A sick and twisted man named Russ McCamey. Well, a lot of people have no idea how this was even legally ran. Russ had a ton of different locations at the time, back maybe 5 years ago, now supposedly running the manor through his backyard. And the leaked footage comes from the YouTuber Reckless Ben, who was able to get his hands on a secret flash drive, which had a ton of different recordings that Russ was hiding from everyone. No one was able to see these files until somehow Reckless Ben was able to get them. Now, as I said before, you pretty much get brought to the brink of death for $10,000 to go through an absolutely insane haunted house. You're waterboarded, teeth are pulled out of your mouth, and as you saw in the woman at the beginning, her head was shaved. She came into the house with a full head of hair. They put cockroaches on you. They do all of these terrible things to you for the chance of winning $10,000. Now, for me, that is not enough. I will tag the full video down in the comment section so you guys can check it out, but it's actually insane. She's pretty much saying that she does not want to continue, but yet Russ still continues to push her to the brink of death. I don't know how Ben was able to get his hands on this, but I just don't know how this guy isn't in jail yet.
I'm telling you, bro, I couldn't rewatch that shit again.
So I have a theory. What if everything is not as sinister as we think it is? What if when we found these old maps and they have the compass flipped where north is south and south is north, it wasn't them actually flipping the compass to try to confuse us. It was the fact that we went through a pole shift. And north did become south and south did become north, but they just didn't tell us about it because a lot of us don't remember. Hear me out. For some reason, I've been really interested in the pole shifts. And to me, a pole shift doesn't seem different than a planet going in retrograde to me. Because a planet going in retrograde means that it was moving forward and then it starts going backwards for a period of time. So if we break this down, if the north is magnetizing you forward and then the pole shifts, that means that south is magnetizing you backwards. Or vice versa. So my theory is that we're in a binary with Sirius A. This has already been written about in books. Which means that the North Star that we see, which is the brightest star in the sky, we are in like a loop with that star. Think of like figure 8. So we're constantly moving towards it, which I feel like once we get closest to it, that's when we reach our golden age. And then moving away from it, which I feel like when we're moving away is when we reach those dark ages, which are going to be the Iron and the Bronze Age. See, I remember when I made that video and I said Earth has seasons too, like our seasons are spring, summer, winter, fall, whereas Earth seasons are the Iron Age, the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, the Gold Age. Our seasons have to do with the sun cycle around the Earth. What if Earth seasons have to do with Sirius A? And once we get close to Sirius A and we pass it, there's a pole shift because now we need to go from north to south. But we know when the sun is in the sky and it starts to go away from us and then come back, there's a 3-day period where the sun seems like it's sitting still in the sky, but it's not. It's just moving around a curve. And that's what we call like the spring and autumn equinox. That period where for 3 days it kind of sits in the same space in the sky. What if that same thing happens when Earth gets close to Sirius, but instead we go through a void? And maybe this void is the 3 days of darkness they was talking about in the Bible. And those of us who have not learned how to form the Merkaba around our body unconsciously go through this void and our memories are swiped. Because to me, immortality does not have anything to do with you staying in this body forever. For me, it has more to do with you transitioning as energy into whatever form you want to be, however you maintain your memories. Because it seems like everything is constantly going through these waking states and these sleeping states. For example, to me, spring and summer are our awakening periods. That's when we're in the masculine energy. That's when we're most vibrant. Whereas fall and winter are our sleep cycles. Is when we're in purely feminine energy, and that's when we need to rest. The waking or the masculine cycle is our conscious mind, meaning we're the most aware during that time. Whereas the feminine or sleep cycle has more to do with our unconscious mind or sleep stage. And if as above, so below, then that means that everything is going through this waking and sleeping cycle. So to me, immortality has to do with maintaining your memories during these waking and sleep cycles. And the pole shift is just us basically going through that cycle on a macrocosmic level. And those who are awake will maintain their memories because they built up the electromagnetic field around them that's necessary in order for them to transcend this reality. Whereas those who do not go through that cycle unconsciously and forget their memories. And maybe that's also happening when we pass away as well. Some of us are going through it unconsciously, so we reincarnate. And for those of us who are not going through it unconsciously, meaning we have expanded our consciousness, we are constantly aware and participating in our environment, we get the choice of going somewhere else. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. I'm gonna go live to talk about this more.
So I think everybody at this point knows about the whole porch strikes and all of that. But tell me why I just came across this video, and there's more like it, that the main reason these people are striking isn't because of money, but it's because they want to know why they hear screaming children coming from the shipping containers. What? How am I just now finding out about this? And I know the word we're all thinking about inserts here, that it happens. I hate that it happens. There's a whole movie, The Sound of Freedom, out there showing what happens. But why is it being more talked about? If this is the case, who are getting these babies? I don't know. It could be just like fake or whatever, but it could very much be real.
Real quick, I have seen a few comments and people like, oh, the strike only lasted for 3 days. So, your point is what? Some people may not watch the news. Some people may not have known it. Some people may not know what's going on. We're going to put it all out there. You may not. You may know. But just because you know, don't mean that everyone else knows. And it's not about anyone individually. It's about all of us together. So that's why that stuff's out there. So when I see people like, oh, it's over. Okay, and what? It still was history that's been made, that was done. Who's to say now we need to look why it was, what's the real reason? What's the real reason? And then some people wanted, I did see another comment, somebody said, if there was really kids in there, don't you think it would have hit the news? My silence is going to say it all, because I've ascended to a certain level where I don't give my energy to certain things. Some things deserve your energy, some things don't. You got to know what does and what doesn't. The thing about that is, like, if your kid was missing, would you want people to be like, no, bro, I'm not going to search there. Don't you think it would have hit the news? Or would you want people to just search because you're in desperate need of your child? It's a great ass question. I would love to hear the answer to that, to the person who said what they said. But it's like, even if it ain't true, it's worth the look. Is what I'm getting at. But I don't know. Everybody different. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm reaching.
Please share this, because I gotta hear what your opinion is. Y'all are hearing a mothership is headed to Earth. First off, America, please answer me in the comments. Do you believe this? The reason I ask is because our mainstream media is propagating this. Also, the asteroid Apophis. I have to ask the American people directly. Do y'all believe? Can't believe I'm about to say this shit. Do y'all believe a mothership is on the way to Earth? Because I was under the impression the aliens are already here. So, is the mothership now coming as a first contact when they're already here? I don't know. I just want to hear what your opinion is. Do y'all believe this shit? Is it real? Or do you believe it's just part of the distraction? Or cause problem, offer solution? Peace to God. Can't wait to hear what you say.
So through all this flood stuff and what happened in North Carolina, which was tragic, I've been on TikTok a long time, and I keep thinking to myself, and it's in the back of my head, what happened to the dude that used to be like, oh my day, and he used to talk about the mud flood and all this other crazy stuff that people call crazy then? What happened to that dude? Because I feel like this dude done told us this was going to happen. And I hate to be the conspiracy theorist, but he told us a lot of this stuff that keeps happening. What happened to that guy? Am I the only person that remembers that guy? He would be like, the mud flood, and this is what happened, and there's a reset coming. And I'm not even a conspiracy theorist type of person. But every time I walk around today, I keep thinking in my head, I wonder what happened to that guy. It's like, oh my day. They're trying to hide it. When he told me this about the World Fair, I was like, all right, I'm on board. I feel like they silenced that dude. And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but can y'all tell me what happened to that dude?
Now, I did get a comment when I asked y'all about like last month, maybe a couple months ago. Y'all said it was a DV case he caught. It was one of them. Girlfriend, wife, but it was a DV case. I mean, I'm not sure if maybe they threw that on him because he was talking about too much, or I'm not sure if he's really guilty of that. I just pray he find peace. Hopefully he can bounce back from that. I hope he ain't guilty of that. Yeah, I hope it ain't true. I hope it ain't true. I hope he's good. I hope all that's just rumors. And hopefully he just taking a mental break. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, that's what I heard. He in jail for DV. Y'all know what that is. I can't say it for entertainment purposes. But yeah. The mothership heading towards us, it's either two options. Nibiru, Anunnaki, they approaching, or I doubt that's the case if they're putting it on the news. As we said before, the news don't show shit unless they trying to promote something or predictive programming. It's Glue Team. Y'all get what I mean. It's Glue Team, bro. They just telling you what's coming. It's coming. And they saying when they get here, that's when because they were already here, but yeah.
I want to tell y'all something about this young man on here. His name is Young Pharaoh. And I've seen about 4 or 5 videos now where they say, you know, he's losing his mind. I want to tell you about that. And I want to send you a small warning as well. I am very spiritual. And I know a lot about spirituality. But y'all wonder why it's a subject that I don't touch on often. Here's why. You can unknowingly open doors when you speak demonic spirits' names. And you can accidentally open doors to entities that you can't control. See, when you start to open doors to the spiritual realm, you going into some place where you have no control. Okay? So you have to be mindful. Then on top of that, if you're already anti-government, well, you got to remember the original one Bible. So we wrestle with the governors of the world. See, in the dark places. So you have to understand when you start speaking and spilling beans and things of that nature, then yes, they're going to come after you. Yes, they're going to have people in your circle. That's one of the reasons you've never seen a person in my video. My circle's so small, I can't even turn around in it. But you have to be mindful of what you are stepping yourself into. You are opening a Pandora's box upon which you cannot close. And a lot of time it may not be just as easy as he's being poisoned. It's spells. You can cast spells upon yourself by speaking and reading things. Like when you read them spells, you don't even know. See, that's what cursive is, and letters are, and numbers are. They're curses, and a lot of those things in gematria they used in spells when they in sequence. So he has made a whole career of doing these things. So you have opened up dark forces into your own life. And now what he doing now, whether it's poisoning or spells, he paying for the repercussions of opening up those spells. This is why I keep my mouth.
I know everybody think everything is a conspiracy, although I told y'all 2 years ago, I showed y'all the report where the CIA created the term conspiracy theory for critical thinkers. It is just a weaponized term, and it is not a conspiracy that there likely is a clone-yay and clones and skin mask and Jamie Foxx might be the next one. It's not a conspiracy that these things actually exist. So I'm just going to show you guys the difference between clones and skin masks that are going around because the world is a stage and everything is not what you think it is.
Humans made to order, mothers giving birth to themselves, babies conceived just so their body parts can be transplanted. Come with me into the scary new world of cloning. The nightmarish stuff of science fiction has suddenly become a reality. Behind those walls, there are people with the technology, the ability, and the desire to genetically engineer human embryos, to be the first in the world to successfully clone a human being. Very pleased to announce that the first baby clone is born. She was born yesterday at 11:55 a.m. in the country where she was born. So this will not give you more details about the location. She's fine. We call her Eve.
Clonid is a private company. We founded that 4 years ago, got the funding to really have lab last August. And so now we have 3 scientists working almost full-time in a lab here in the United States with the major goal for us to produce a human embryo by human cloning.
My first gen was born in Jersey. However, I was cloned by Clonate in Canada. My model number is 0112568, if anyone wants to see the registration in Clonate. When I was cloned, they wiped a lot of memory, but when I stole the documents before escaping, I read that the mother was Puerto Rican and the father, the surrogate, you could say, was the sperm donor was the Sicilian.
I think you have my head on a stick. Oh my God. My son never looked so good. Oh my God.
Just me, or what is this creature that doesn't breathe and has fish gills or something weird?
Now, they say the truth is stranger than fiction. So share, duet, whatever before they take this down because they don't want y'all to know about clones and skin masks yet. But it's revelation time, so.
Kamala neck look like reptilian shit. Biden may be cloned,
The
but
fall of the U.S. is going to affect the world. I want you to understand that. It's going to affect the world. But my focus is where the judgment is. And I also explained to you that we're actually not in the 8-year, we're technically in the 9-year. And I also explained to you guys that we're operating in the year 2124. Now, a lot of you guys had an issue with it. If you have an issue with it, take it up with Source. That's it. That's where I get my information from. Okay? Source has given me information and given me a job to instruct me to tell you this information. You guys do what thou will with it. but you see things crumbling right before your eyes because their time is up. Okay? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. That. And what you need to do to prepare for the upcoming months. Now, when I do this second round of 2024 predictions, it's definitely going to be very eye-opening, especially with the way I'm going to point certain things out to you in terms of what you need to pay attention to, what you need to look for, and what you're actually looking at. Okay?
That'd be some crazy shit, right? If we realized that none of them was real. Now, I think some celebrities are real. Some are. I think sometimes when people be like, no, they're all fake. Nah, I can't say that one. I can't say that one. Cause I done seen some celebrities. It's like, seen some celebrities, bro. Like, I mean that shit. Nah, some of them is real, bro. I'm talking about like, yeah, nah, they real. Some. But some of them, yeah, I think some of them is fake. But like, just a what if question. Like, that shit would be crazy if like a lot of, like, imagine if somebody, we gonna come up with a high level person. Imagine somebody rooting for somebody to become a dictator. And they all for this dictator. They going crazy for this dictator. And one day this dictator just decides, I'm gonna take the mask off. And they realize in front of everybody, once they already picked this person to be the next dictator, this person takes his hat off and he looks completely different. He's not the person they voted for. Imagine if that was some shit. Imagine if that was some shit. Like I said, I can care less about an actor. I can care less about the rappers. What about if it was the people who calling shots or people who empower? What if it was people like that? That would be crazy, right? It's worth the questioning. It's worth the question. Instead of just overlooking it and saying no, it's worth the question. But let me know how y'all feeling. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But y'all know we on that road to 100K. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Anybody watching, I appreciate everybody. It's all love. Collective, y'all know how we rock. We've been going at this, like I said, for a minute. It's been a little bit over a year. I mean, man, when I started, I never thought it was gonna lead to what it's leading to. But like I said, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Grateful. I'm appreciative. And I love doing this for y'all, man. I thank God every day. But y'all know what it is. I ain't gonna hold you until I see y'all in the next one, man. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount.